Following the release of the Patriot Front list of the members of the Patriot Front Central Committee selected by the Republican President Edgar Lungu, many people from different sectors have reacted differently. Others have supported the list while others have condemned it, stating that the president has left the youth out of the committee. It is for this reason that Tourism and Arts Minister Ronald Chitotela has defended President Edgar Lungu's position to present a list of members of the Central Committee drawn from the 170 applicants. Mr. Chitotela says that there were about 170 people who applied to contest 54 positions, and all the applicants were presented to the National Council. Speaking to journalists at the PF Interactive Forum on 18th of April 2021 in Lusaka, Tourism and Arts Minister, who is also a member of the PF Central Committee, says that the Constitution allows the party president to present the two lists, one selected by him and the other for those that applied.
We must embrace other ideas. We must embrace other people. Contestation is healthy for the growth of democracy. I can cite an example. Maybe other people don't belong to the PF and they are not members of the National Council, may not have understood what happened at the General Conference. We had 170 people applying to contest as members of Central Committee against 54 positions. So when people say no, there is no democracy, it is handpicking, no, 170 people applied and contested for 54 positions. Our party clearly states that you apply to the party president to bring the names of all the applicants. And the president was very democratic. He brought and read out all the 170 applicants. And then the same part, the Constitution empowers the president to say, out of those that have applied, you can also select people that you feel they can be members of Central Committee. And then you present both the two lists to the National Council for validation and adoption. And that's what His Excellency the President did. He brought to this the list of all of us as applicants, 170, and his list of 54. He presented the two lists to the National Council for adoption.
The minister has further commended the president for not shutting down the economy during this COVID-19 pandemic, despite receiving massive pressure to shut down the economy due to the effects of COVID-19, and wondered what would have happened to the ordinary people who could not have the kind of resources to stand on its own.
Under the period of COVID-19, friends, you don't sit in cabinet. I'm privileged to sit in cabinet. We had received a massive pressure across the world, across the country. And some of my colleagues were calling for the shutdown of the Zambian economy. President Lungu, being a child of a marketeer, he refused. He said, I understand what it is to live in the low income brackets. My mother was a marketeer who depended on the goods that were coming from other suppliers to get and sell. Then you make a living, you go and buy a bag of meal for you to eat. If we had to shut the economy, how will that farmer be able to produce to come and sell? How will that person in Kalingalinga that depends on hand to mouth, how are they going to survive? A lot of people, those that do, who could have not experienced that kind of life, thought Dr. Edgar Lungu's administration did not know what we were doing. But today, we are the envy of the region. We are the proud. Everybody is looking to Zambia as a success story. A case of Zambia is a success story in terms of management of COVID.
And speaking at the same event, Patriot Front Media Director Sunday Chanda has also expressed happiness that the preventive measures which the government has put in place are yielding results as confirmed by the upgrading of the national economy.
The opposition still said COVID is not an issue. They said COVID can go away tomorrow. But we're saying to them, look at the bigger economies. Look at what's happening in Europe, in America. Science is telling us that COVID is around for a long time to come. And we have said to them that can you provide an alternative to what we have provided as the Economic Recovery Program 2020 to 2023.
Margaret Choda, Movie TV News in Lusaka.